Wow! Incredible!
Well, let me pop on the mic. It's kind of jumping tonight, and I want to make sure that I say hello to everybody. Let the SimCity track play out. It's probably going to actually end up going through the whole playlist. But anyways, multiple comments on the playlist tonight. This one is SimCity 3000 Unlimited Central Park Sunday. Last week we did Sim Broadway. Sim Broadway from SimCity 3000. But welcome into user Fifu and developer Rowan, who was first, who almost always claims first. Worth noting, and did in fact claim first again tonight. We got Prince Anime, we got Mike here, Jaguar back as our defending champion tonight. Let me pull up the Switch volume now that SimCity has played itself out. We got Mike, we got Jaguar, we got Gigantic Pingu, who did subscribe and has subscribed for 16 months. That is kind of insane, especially considering that we had a 6-month hiatus, but I appreciate the support nevertheless. Thank you very much to Gigantic Pingu. And Gina Leah is here. Hello, Gina Leah. It's been a minute. Happy to have you here. We've got Isarice as well, making your return. Happy to see some returning faces. We got Degaboo. We got Captain Nemo 2024. We got Soul XOXO. We got Dandelion Ghost, who did point me towards a great little streamer that we will raid, assuming they're live at the end of the stream today. BP, welcome in. And that looks like everybody. We got some returning faves. It's true. It's genuinely great to see people returning for Season 2 of Smash Tourney here. A couple weeks in, but obviously happy to have you guys here regardless of the time. What is there to talk about today? I was gonna do a Valentine's Day themed thing, but it feels like it's in an awkward spot, right? I feel like we're a little bit too pre-Valentine's Day, and next week is gonna be like too after Valentine's Day, so I decided not to do it. So we're just gonna run with a little classic tournament here tonight. Standard rules, standard difficulties, and everything. Oh, familiar territory, welcome in. We also got Behind the 8 Ball, welcome in, guys. Happy to have you here. And yes, backing the ape tonight. I mean, definitely could work. I will say, I told Connor414 before the stream that I scripted Incineroar to win this one, and I noticed that Connor414 is neither here nor has anybody actually sponsored Incineroar. So that's worth noting. But maybe there's going to be a bit of a caster's curse on that. Who knows? Thanks for being here, Smash Tournament. Love, says Gigantic Poo. Now, Gigantic Poo, I was kind of anticipating a different kind of message from you tonight. It's all been very supportive, but I was told by you, no less, before the stream, that you were going to be complaining in the absence of a certain piece of content, which I may or may not have integrated into the stream. Who knows? But Thermal Pollution, welcome in. And also, Developer Rowan says, I binged Severance and now caught up. The show makes me want to live in the woods forever. I totally agree with you, Rowan. I'm also just really, really enjoying Severance. I've said this. Actually, I haven't really. I don't think I've talked about it on Smash Tournament. I was talking about it a little bit in Gigantic Pingu's stream last week, but there was a post on Reddit like a year ago that was like, what are the, or maybe it was 2 years ago at this point, that was like, what are the best like one-off episodes of television of all time? And the top comment on that thread was the finale of season 1 of Severance, and I was like, okay, I'll bite. I'll take a gander. I'll watch. And I watched the whole show in a day, and I was absolutely hooked immediately. So I've been very much enjoying Severance, and if you guys have not watched it yet, I highly recommend it. It's a very good show. Does not really overstay its welcome on any particular plot line. It keeps moving. It's very engaging. I like it. I am a bit of a Sev head. So is Gigantic Pingu, or so I've heard. I don't know. It was like 8 or 9 hours. It was a long day for me. It might have been a weekend or something. I don't know. I was really really into it. By the way, so okay, obviously I'll let you guys continue to throw up your sponsors here. This is going to be impossible to see, but per the request of Gigantic Pingu, I did add a little thing to the stream that is only going to be present for like 15 seconds of our sponsor period today. Welcome to Rusty's retirement. Down there at the bottom of the screen, which is impossible to see. I recognize that. I will make it a little bit bigger, but also I don't really want to block the sponsors here. But assuming that most of you have got your votes in, I'll overlay it for a little bit. So welcome to Rusty's retirement. Okay, we got a little idle farming simulator here. It can have up to 50 Twitch chatters participate. You can type !join in the chat if you want to show up on this little farm. And what can you do? You can type !plant to start planting random crops, or you can do !water or harvest or biofuel or any of these things. Look, you got your little guys running around on the screen. So they'll do whatever action you command of them. They'll plant random seeds if there isn't a sign associated with it. So this is definitely Smash Tourney, right? This is Smash Tourney at its core. Love seeing all these people participating. Look at all of you guys on this little farm here. There's not really much to show. I'm just working my way through the progression, and we got a couple extra plots over here. And yeah, that's Captain Nemo is very pleased with this. Unfortunately, I don't really have a way to display this at all times, nor do I really think this fits the vibe of the stream in any way, shape, or form. But Gigantic Pingu did request it because he noticed that I've been playing this a lot recently, which is just an idle game. That's all. So are we being paid, or is this chattel labor? It is chat labor. It really is. But yep, thank you guys for planting. I see we got some purple cabbages planted and whatnot. So for now, I'll let you guys. You guys will have your little avatars active for like 15 minutes or something before they go away. I can pull it up on other. Like on the prediction screen or something if we want to continue this, but otherwise, thank you for joining in. You can just periodically type plant or harvest or water, and your guys will do free labor for me. Okay, anyways, back to the actual content at hand here with the actual Smash tourney. Let me explain the rules, especially for some returning viewers here. I just want to make sure, actually, I'll pull this all the way up while I go over the rules. Obviously, exclamation point sponsor to getting your sponsor, whoever you think is going to win. Every match that your sponsor wins will earn them 3 points, up to a total of 12. And then before every match, we'll also have a period where you guys can make a prediction and potentially water some plants and whatnot. Making a prediction will get you 1 point and an entry into the consolation prize raffle at the end, which is for $5 tonight. Every prediction you get correct will earn you an additional point, and you can get up to 30 points from predictions. Sorry, user Fifu, I'll shrink the screen so you can actually properly see the sponsors here. Yeah, 30 points from predictions, 12 points from sponsors, 42 is the magic number. We got 2 extra potential bonus prizes tonight. As always, we got the perfect precision prize, which means that you go 15 for 15 on predictions, and also the pity prize if you go 0 for 15 on predictions. So if you get either of those, you get $10 on top of, if you, for example, get the precision prize, you'll probably have won the whole thing, in which case you'll get an additional $10 because our grand prize tonight is $10, as you can see at the top of the screen. But I've been yapping, and we got this we got this Rusty's Farm down here at the bottom for a little bit too long. I'm gonna turn it off for now, but rest assured you guys are not going away, and if you feel like continuing to type these little messages, they will grow the farm, I promise. All right, let me head over to my manager application here real quick. At Farn, the harvest is barren. The harvest is barren. All right, I'm gonna close sponsorships. Hopefully everybody's in. And without further ado, let me make sure I can actually see what's going on here. We are going to get started. And this chart did not go away. It'll go away. I gotta fix this. It's hard to do when I'm not actually actively running a tournament. Also, let me turn up the Switch volume a little bit so you guys can actually hear the game and get started, shall we? So match number 1, we have a interesting matchup here between Min Min and Donkey Kong. We got a couple sponsors on Donkey Kong, which is worth noting. So that could be good or bad for those of you backing the ape in this particular match. And so far, it looks like the majority of you are actually backing Donkey Kong. But Min Min is not without supporters. Min Min's starting to get a couple votes here. Actually, I didn't even notice this, but it is worth noting that we actually have 2 sponsors on each side of this battle. It's not often that we have such an important matchup, especially to start the night. But due to the screen pages in Angular also, no. Well, I did. The version 1 of Smash Tourney was in Angular. This is all pure JavaScript and CSS. Only my manager application is in Angular at the moment. All these overlays in the real-time data feed is all in JavaScript using server-sent events from my Nest.js server. Anyways, gold border around the prediction chips shows that that person has sponsored their fighter. So they're both predicting and sponsoring the fighter. We got Thermal Pollution and Prince Anime backing Min Min, which is, you know what? I really respect people who will sponsor anybody in the first matchup, because if they go out early, that could be demoralizing. But also, it doesn't mean that you can't win. We still have some fighters that are unsponsored tonight, and therefore anybody could win. You just have to make your predictions count. Where'd I learn CSS? Very carefully. Through my job, through some Udemy courses online. And then we got Familiar Territory behind the 8 ball, backing our Donkey Kong friend here. And Familiar Territory says, I want the Kong to win so he can afford a down payment on a house. He really needs it. He really does. All right, hopefully everybody's got your predictions in. If you have not yet made your prediction or you feel like switching, now's the time to do so. I'll give you guys a couple more seconds, and then we're going to get started with our tournament for the night because, like I said, we've been dawdling a little bit. Golden bananas aren't holding value in this market. It's true. It's true. All right, 9-7 in favor of Donkey Kong. That is how we're going into match number 1. Predictions are closed, and match number 1 is underway between Min Min and Donkey Kong. Dockney Chongus. Many people are saying this. Ooh, and on a Mario Kart stage. Kind of fitting for Donkey Kong. Those of you who saw the Switch 2 reveal, obviously saw the redesigned Donkey Kong. Bit of a controversial figure, but this one is our classic Donkey Kong design. And so far, it's Donkey Kong that's done almost all the damage. Look at these combos from Donkey Kong early here. Min Min has yet to find her footing. Switch Tua mentioned. All right, there's an assist trophy over on the right side of the map, which it looks like neither fighter is going to go for some reason. I guess both fighters kind of content with where they're at, although I would say Min Min could probably use it, but it's Donkey Kong that's going to get it. He gets Dylan the Armadillo, our sheriff friend. And Min Min's going to take damage to the stage, and actually, I don't even know what she hit, but she's out. That's her first stock gone, and Donkey Kong's also got Rodan, as Gigantic Pingu taught me last week. Rodan and Dylan, both for Donkey Kong at the moment, and Min Min is about to go out on her second stock already, and here's her final smash available. If she chooses to use it, she's going to have to. Donkey Kong unable to land. Oh, actually, the side charge smash from... Oh, no, Rodan is going to take out Min Min! It looked like Min Min maybe had an opportunity there, but that was a tough one. That curvy stage is rough for sure, and Min Min is going to pay for that. Donkey Kong will go on, the ape, moving forward. Says Captain Nemo. So Donkey Kong will win, and that means that 9 of you, I believe, will have gotten the extra point there, and a couple of you will also get the 3 points. Of course, Thermal Pollution was right, and his sponsor does go down immediately, and anybody who followed in his footsteps, you deserve every punishment that you get on that front. But we got 2 people with 5 points, and 7 of you with 2 points. Everybody else still trailing with your 1 prediction point at the moment. Min Min can't propose to Travis Kelce anymore. That's true. All right, you have to vote correctly in this game. I'm out. Yep, this one is going to come down to predictions, I think, for a lot of you. But on we go, match number 2. Lots of people still alive for our Precision Prize and our Pity Prize. As we go on to match number 2, we got Bowser and Toon Link. And just for you rusty heads out there, let me add the window capture back in so that we can show you what's going on, just in case. You guys won't be able to see. Oh God. Hold on. I gotta shrink this up. All right, here we go. Let me make this big. There you go. Now you guys can see what we're doing. You can see what we're working with here. But make your predictions in the meantime. Actually, I should move Rusty's retirement down a little bit, I think, on the list. Here we can have the chart overlay over the thing. Okay. This works just fine. So plant your things, water your things, harvest your things. Come on, guys. But predict 3 for Bowser, predict 4 for Toon Link. No, Soul XOXO is gonna burn down the whole farm. This is so sad. All right, but we got 14 votes in. Looks like we're probably waiting for about one more. There we go. We got Thermal Pollution's vote. Almost tying this one up. All right. Okay, I'm going to close Rusty's retirement for the time being. Thank you guys for your contributions to the farm. All right, and with that, let's close up predictions for match number 2 as we head in with about a 50-50 split, as close as we can, with 15 people participating tonight. Match number 2. Here we go. Bowser versus Toon Link. I didn't even talk about this at all. Obviously, Toon Link did not perform up to the standards of Young Link early on in the tournament, or in Season 2 of Smash Tourney, I should say. Maybe Toon Link going for a bit of a redemption play here. But in the meantime, it is Bowser doing pretty much all the damage to Toon Link, but we are on the Persona stage, which does kind of make the knockback not really a factor in some of these situations. Okay, Toon Link with a nice dodge on the spike down from Bowser. But Bowser tried to get the assist trophy, but it looked like Link pulled him out of it. Toon Link gonna get Crystal, so Crystal and Toon Link against Bowser for the time being. Okay, Toon Link actually pulling this one back. Not a horrible comeback, and that's Bowser gone. So actually, Toon Link goes up a stock in the first minute of this match number 2. Isaac is gonna carry Toon Link off the stage, but it's not enough because of the stage morph. Not quite enough. A nice, I guess, spike with the hand, and that's gonna push Toon Link right out the stage. So Isaac doing a very good job of zoning out Toon Link at the moment. Pushing him out again! Can he recover? Toon Link in dangerous territory. He is able to recover, and Isaac is gone. But kick from Bowser is actually quite a bit of damage. That's 45%, but Toon Link does have Final Smash. Bowser also has Final Smash, gonna use it first. Will Toon Link go down here, do this Giga Bowser punch? Yes, he will. So Bowser wastes absolutely no time getting the job done. Bowser, so we got 2 heavyweights going up against each other in the quarterfinals. It will be Donkey Kong versus Bowser, a matchup that we are not unfamiliar with. But Bowser will move on to the quarterfinals. Where does that leave our leaderboard? Let's take a look as this one loads in. All right, we got Mike and Behind the 8 Ball tied in the lead at the moment. Bowser for one of them and Donkey Kong for the other. Absolutely still anybody's game, but make sure to make the predictions because you can still get consolation prize entries regardless. So, all right. That was a pretty fast one and maybe not wholly unexpected, although it was a pretty close 50-50 split there. Heading on to match number 3, we've got Sheik versus Pikachu. Predict 5 if you think that Sheik's got it. Predict 6 if you think Pikachu's got it. I did tell Degaboo beforehand because Degaboo is pretty predictable. Can we be honest here for a moment? Degaboo is always going to predict Pichu, and if Pichu's not in, he's going to predict Jigglypuff. And I thought maybe there was a chance that Degaboo would maybe sponsor Pikachu here, but I knew in my heart that it would be Jigglypuff, and I was right. I was right indeed. But it is Dandelion Ghost who does sponsor Pikachu in this one, so hoping for Pikachu to move on. Maybe actually a more favorable matchup for Pikachu than we're used to seeing. If no Pichu Puff, then he predicts Nyx Assassin from Dota 2, who will be in Smash 6, it's confirmed. All right, get those predictions in. We got 15 in. I think we got a couple extra people around tonight. There's the 16th. Give you guys a little bit extra time. Pikachu with a pretty big crowd favorite in this one. Okay. You love to see it. 11-5 in favor of Pikachu. Sheik obviously has what it takes, but both fighters typically low on overall damage output. Maybe different when they're in the hands of a person as opposed to a CPU, but for now, it looks like Pikachu's gonna have bring back Chonky Pikachu. Everybody's been asking for this, everybody, and yet they won't do it. All right, predictions for match number 3 are closed because it looks pretty stable at the moment, and we are going to get right into it and see who's going to go on into the quarterfinals between Sheik and Pikachu. Sheikachu. Okay, moving stage. This is always interesting. Adds a layer of, I don't know, danger to the overall matchup. Got to be very careful with your positioning, especially on a stage like this. Lots of potential for items, though. The fighters can actually make them materialize on this stage. Pikachu with good positioning against Sheik to start out is going to miss the side smash, though, unfortunately. And the Pokeball is going to fall off stage. Here's another Pokeball. Looks like Sheik's got it, and she's got Kyurem. This is not good for Pikachu. Pikachu is blasted off the screen and on a low percentage, too, so not a great start for Pikachu here. We are going to stage morph. Maybe this will be beneficial for Pikachu. Okay. Well, this is a bit more of a Pikachu-centric stage, if we're being honest. One of our Pokemon stages. Maybe Kyurem actually summoned this one. Not sure. But Inkay also going to make an appearance. Not particularly effective. It could stun. It actually does trip Pikachu there. Not quite enough. Palkia in the background. What's Palkia gonna do for us? Flip things upside down, perhaps? Alright, Pikachu is not doing a great job at making and mounting a comeback here. I heard a Pokeball falls down below. They're gonna need to go for it. Laser gonna come through the bottom part. Does not really affect either of these CPUs as they're sticking around on the top. Alright, Pikachu cannot get a hit off on Sheik. Sheik perfectly blocking most of these attacks. Pikachu gotta go for the Pokeball, gotta get items. All right, here's a Pokeball. Pikachu's not gonna be able to get it. Sheik's gonna steal the Pokeball. Pikachu's gotta recover. It is Staryu. Staryu's actually gonna push Pikachu the wrong way on the moving stage. Pikachu's got Final Smash, but it is not looking good for Pikachu at the moment. Could potentially make something happen on a moving stage, though. Got another Pokeball. This time it's Suicune. Suicune is gonna do so much damage to Sheik, and Pikachu is going to destroy Sheik, and Sheik is gonna not even care whatsoever. Come in and do the final blow to Pikachu the second that she spawns with that spawn invulnerability, but Pikachu had a chance to do something about it, but unfortunately will fall a little bit short tonight. Unfortunately for Pikachu. So it is Sheik that will get the win on that one. Unfortunately, Gigantic Pingu did not listen to the dream that he had, and therefore got a loss on that one. But that puts Behind the 8 Ball as the sole leader at the moment with 9 points. Only 2 people alive for our Precision Prize tonight, both of them being Behind the 8 Ball and Developer Rowan. And then we've got a couple people alive for the Pity Prize and Dandelion Ghost and Thermal Pollution. So, you never know. You never know. We could finally maybe get an extra prize win tonight. It's going to happen eventually, I do believe. All right, on to match number 4. We've got more Pokemon. We've got Jigglypuff versus Greninja, and I know we've got a couple big Pokemon heads in the chat tonight. We got Dagobah with that Jigglypuff sponsor, as I was talking about before. We got Jaguar, our defending champion, with Purple Greninja tonight. If there was ever a matchup that Jigglypuff could win, I'd like to think it could be this one. OS Frog, says Ninjaguar. OS Frog. All right, so Greninja with the advantage here. I'm not overly surprised. I mean, we've seen Greninja go deep into a tournament before. I don't think that either of these fighters are particularly good at the CPU level. That's not to say that they can't run the gauntlet. We've seen a lot of underdog wins in Smash Tourney Season 2. That trend may continue with this matchup. You never know. But make sure to make those predictions, get those votes in, get those consolation prize entries if you have not yet made it. Even if it's not looking good for you, you can absolutely still win prizes tonight. We're all about giving here on Smash Tourney. Giving and serving, many people are saying. All right. We got 14 votes in. Looking for maybe 1 or 2 more if people are still feeling it. If you're not feeling it, that's okay. I won't pressure you guys to get your predictions in. But want to give you guys the opportunity. Here's how the Rusty's retirement is going. By the way, we got everybody walking around. Everybody's a bit lazy right now. Nobody's really harvesting or watering. I don't know what that's about. Okay. All right, we're going to close up predictions for match number 4 and get right into it, because this one is one that I am most looking forward to for the night, because it means that a Pokemon does go into the quarterfinals, and I am a massive Pokemon head myself. And a Nintendog stage, so this is always a fun one. Very open, but for some reason, the CPUs tend to play on the sides of the map on this one, meaning that they end up going down pretty early. So we'll see if that holds true in this one. So far, Greninja has done all the damage to Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff has yet to land a single attack. And the side B finally going to land for Jigglypuff, and there's an assist trophy, which Greninja's going to get, as we've got the Pac-Man Ghosts making an appearance, potentially going to push Jigglypuff off the screen. Jigglypuff's got to be careful here, racking up damage very rapidly. 86%. The down B from Greninja actually going to do a lot, and then Jigglypuff goes too high. The Ghost take out Jigglypuff. Not a good start for Jigglypuff at all. And the Blast Zone, got to be careful during the stage morph. Jigglypuff is able to recover, but Greninja throws the stock away as Sukapon does make an appearance for Greninja. Can Jigglypuff wait this out, though? Jigglypuff at 52%, not looking good, but it's better than it was. still somewhat competitive, and yet Sukapon doing all the damage. There is a Pokeball. Jigglypuff, you gotta go for it. Jigglypuff is not gonna grab it. Yes, she is. Okay, Eevee, not the greatest pull from a Pokeball. But Greninja looking to close this one out. Jigglypuff's got Final Smash. Can Jigglypuff position herself to use this advantageously? Maybe. No, it's not looking like it. Not great. This is not a great Final Smash. Wait, it's right underneath Greninja. No, it's gonna be zeroed. Oh, wait a minute. It does hit, but it's not enough for the knockback. Okay, so Jigglypuff, not a great Final Smash. And wow, the Shadow Sneak. I cannot speak. Shadow Sneak from Greninja. I didn't even see it coming, and neither did Jigglypuff. That's gonna be a win for Greninja. Okay. Great play from Greninja there. Actually looking like a quite dominant fighter tonight. Will be up against Sheik. Honestly, a very similar matchup between two ninja fighters. We'll have Sheik versus Greninja in the quarterfinals. Where does that leave our leaderboard? We still got behind the 8-ball in first place. The only one, may I add, that is 4 for 4 at the moment. But Dandelion Ghost and Thermal Pollution both still alive for the pity prize tonight with 0 for 4 between the two. Well, for both of them, I should say. And Gina Leah, of course, honorable mention down there at the bottom, having missed one prediction, but 0 for 3 on the rest of them. You'll love to see it. Or maybe you hate to see it. Especially as a returning competitor. Your luck's got to turn around. I'm gonna give you a little bit of support here. I said it before stream. I think Incineroar is going all the way. I'm realizing I might have a bit of a Pokemon bias, but I'm feeling that this is Incineroar's night. If you guys want free prediction points, you got to listen to me. When have I ever led you astray? Nobody's listening to me. Okay, there we go. We got a couple people. Oh, okay. Well, unfortunately, Gigantic Pingu, there is no 11 in this fight. It's either 9 for Bowser Jr. or 10 for Incineroar. And of course, you got to add your space. P minus. All right, get those votes in. Wow, people really don't believe in the power of my words. What if I said Incineroar to 9 and everybody else was 3? Huh? How would you guys even know? I've done it before. No, I'm just kidding. I let you guys know when we've messed with the CPU levels a little bit. You remember back in 2017 when crypto was big and you went, hey, there's this cool thing called FTX? I do remember that. You should have listened to me, though. Continue to listen to me. But right now, it's a 10-6 advantage in favor of Bowser Jr. We'll see if that matters. Hoping that the 6 of you that believe in me won't be led astray, because as I said, I never lead you guys astray. That's the 16 votes in, though. If you have not yet gotten your vote in, make sure to do so now. Or switch it. You still got time. All right. Looking pretty stable at the moment, so we are going to close up the predictions for match number 5. And let's see what we got here. Bowser Jr. versus Incineroar. I feel like Incineroar is going to use a lot of side B spam. I love side B heroes like Jigglypuff and Incineroar and Ridley. They're my favorite moves. And look at that! Opening up with the side B from Incineroar. Doing 24 damage to Bowser Jr., who is going to lose the Clown Car immediately. Actually trying to use the Clown Car as a bomb against Incineroar. Missed the couple times that he tried. Oh, Incineroar going for the spike! And it blocks Bowser Jr.'s recovery! Oh my god, what a massive play from Incineroar! Springman for Bowser Jr. though. And Springman's actually gonna... Okay, I thought he was gonna zone out Incineroar, but not quite. He is doing quite a lot of damage though. Alright, we got Springman still sticking around, and that is a lot of damage to Incineroar, and Incineroar's gonna block it though, and he's gonna block Bowser Jr.'s hit as well. What a perfectly timed block, and Incineroar's gonna get Isaac. Oh, this is a great pull for Incineroar. Okay, Incineroar able to recover. Bowser Jr. is gonna get pushed out. Can he recover? Oh, he's getting pushed and he's gone. Incineroar with a dominant performance. I promise it's not rigged. I just like to see Pokemon succeed. Incineroar with that win. 2 stock against Bowser Jr. Where does that leave us in the chat here? Behind the 8 ball, listen to me, goes 5 for 5. And we still got Dandelion Ghost and Thermal Pollution 0 for 5. So, Pity Prize, Precision Prize, they're still in play. Give me Incineroar. Well, we will be seeing a little bit more of Incineroar. It will be either up against Dark Samus or King DDD. That is the question, though. Who will it be? BB. Haha, that was really funny. All right, on to match number 6. We got Dark Samus versus King DDD. As I just alluded to, please, if you are so kind, predict 11 if you believe in Dark Samus. Predict 12 if you believe in King DDD. Would be kind of interesting. We've been seeing a lot of heavyweight fighters win in tonight's tournament. We've got, obviously, DK versus Bowser in our quarterfinal matchup, and we just saw Incineroar get a win. It wouldn't be too surprising to see King DDD get a win here. And then, of course, we've still got King K. Rool left in the tournament. It might be the night of bigs tonight. Why not DDD Gay? Well, unfortunately, the White House did prevent me from including anything like that in our stream tonight. So if you have any problems, you're going to have to send them a little note to restore DDD Gay. But get those votes in. We got 16 votes in. But I know Hyperactive BS just joined, so welcome into Hyperactive BS. If you guys have not yet made your predictions, though, make sure to drop them in the chat. I want to make sure everybody has their opportunity to get a consolation prize tonight. And I'll pull up Rusty's retirement after this one, so you guys can see how your little robots are doing. All right. With that, that's 17 votes in. That's looking pretty good. Let's close up the predictions for this one. And we're not going to skip. We are going to get started. Murder. Oh no, there's been a murder on Rusty's farm.
3, 2, 1, go!
All right. Now, this is always an interesting stage, this Jungle Japes stage. DDD using the suck power quite a lot, actually, to start out here. All right. So far, relatively even, but DDD obviously a huge favorite in the voting at the moment. All right. There is an assist trophy. Dark Samus got to be careful. Can she recover? She can. We do have Bomberman. Bomberman's going to jump into the water immediately. Is able to recover, though. The bomb is not placed super well, but Samus is going to jump into it. So Dark Samus taking a bit of damage, takes more damage from Bomberman as well. So Bomberman actually being quite effective on the stage. Another assist trophy. This one's Andross for King DDD. Dark Samus still taking damage, but the bombs actually blow each other up, as Andross is actually going to finish the job. So look at DDD with the taunts! The taunts down at the bottom! DDD feeling it right now. Andross still doing damage on this third round of projectiles here. Can Dark Samus dodge this? She mostly can. DDD's going to miss the up smash there, as we got Takamaru making an appearance for Dark Samus. Finally an item in her favor. DDD's got to be careful using this recovery offensively, but you don't want to get stuck in the water. We are going to stage more of a way. We're going to a boat. All right. Maybe fitting after just being on a water stage. Dark Samus with the final smash available, has an assist trophy, is gonna drop it, is gonna pick it up again. This time Prince of Sable makes an appearance. We are going right back. Why did it stage morph twice? I have no idea. I've never seen that before. We didn't even have a kill, but Dark Samus and Prince of Sable working together to get this kill, and DDD's gonna lose the final smash accordingly. So DDD's got to get that final smash back. Dark Samus with it looks like she's mounting a bit of a comeback here. All right, Chef Kawasaki makes an appearance. Not necessarily going to do too much. A nice spike from DDD, who does have final smash back. Will he have an opportunity to use it against Samus? The positioning looks like he's going to miss. So they are absolutely dead tied at 72 apiece. There's a Pokeball over on the right side of the stage. DDD's going to go to it. Going to throw the Urchin. It's going to miss. The Pokeball comes out. It's Ditto. It's going to be double DDD. Double DDD versus Dark Samus. Here we go. Dark Samus going to maybe try to dodge both of them. She's doing a great job at the moment. Ditto DDD actually not attacking at all, but maybe it was a diversion. The spike, not enough to get the kill, but there's an assist trophy for DDD if he wants it. The Ditto DDD is gonna get it. It's Samurai Goro, 2 DDDs versus Dark Samus, and the up smash from King DDD will finish the job. And with that, King DDD with he almost threw it away. Almost threw it away, but he does close that one out and will be facing Incineroar in the quarterfinals. Many of you voted for DDD in this one. Where does that leave the leaderboard? Was it Dandelion Ghost and Thermal Pollution voting against? No, it was not. They're going to lose out on the pity prize tonight, stuck down there at 7 points apiece. But behind the 8 ball, still got that perfect prize on the line with a win streak of 6 at the moment. But also worth noting that Captain Nemo's got that 5 win streak and has Yoshi coming up here in this next matchup. All right, on we go, cruising along. Also, shout out Gina Leah, who also got a win on that one in addition to Thermal and Dandelion Ghost. Match number 7, we got Captain Falcon versus Yoshi. We've seen a lot of Yoshi this season, I feel like. And also, I feel like we've seen a decent amount of Captain Falcon, so neither of these two are strangers to the fight, not this season anyways. Get those predictions in. Predict 13 if you think Captain Falcon's going to win. Predict 14 if you think Yoshi's going to win. And let me pull up the retirement here. And actually, what I can do real quick, let me add a filter here that pulls the opacity down a little bit. Oh, that's way too much. Hold on. Bear with me, please. I did not have my stream up when I did that. We'll make that a bit more opaque, but at least you can kind of see behind it, at the very least. So you can see what's going on. Shucked corn. Shuck corn. All right, we got 15 votes in, looking for maybe 1 or 2 more if you're still feeling like playing along. Obviously, as I'll keep saying, every entry that you make into the tournament is an entry into the consolation prize raffle at the end. I want to give out money. I want you guys to win the money. So best of luck to you guys. I'll give you guys a couple extra seconds in case anybody's still out there feeling like they want to drop their predictions. And we got 11 of you. 11 of you working this farm really hard, and I really appreciate that so much. As you can see, I guess you can kind of see at the bottom, we got 17,000 biofuel and 25,000 spare parts, which is an insane amount. So you guys have been putting in the hard work while we've been streaming here. Much appreciated. All right. What the hell is this? Oh, yeah, Hyperactive. Yes, you weren't here at the beginning. This is Rusty's retirement. Gigantic Pingu requested that this get added to the stream. So just for today, I thought I'd add it in as a little joke. If you want to join in, you can do !join, and you can have your little guy wander around. You can !plant, !water, !harvest, and you will grow the farm. You'll grow the farm. If you want a turnip, you gotta join and you gotta harvest. That's how it be. How to join? Oh, okay. Welcome in, Sway. Let me pull down Rusty's retirement for a moment so you can actually see what's going on. If you want to join Rusty's retirement, it's !join. Otherwise, it's !predict space followed by the number. If you actually want to play along with the point of the stream here, but it's just join without the ing, just so you know, in case you do want to join Rusty's retirement. If you want to make a prediction, !P space the number or !predict space the number. Get those votes in. I'll give you a couple seconds in case you want to remedy your message there. We're all here to farm. We're all here to farm. It may be a little bit detrimental, but we're all here for it. We're all, yeah, I agree. We gotta blame Gigantic Pingu. All right, Sway, I don't know if you want to get your vote in or not. I'll give you guys a couple extra seconds, but we've been on this screen for a little bit, so I will probably close this one up in just a moment. And for the rest of you, there's where we're at. Oh, joining did work. Who knew? Sway is present. Maybe you just had to start the message with !join. I'm not sure, but Sway's in there. Sway's walking around. Hopefully that's what Sway meant to do. Otherwise, not getting the prediction in time, but that's okay. There's plenty of tournament left to get those consolation prize entries at the minimum. So we are going to close up predictions for match number 7 and get started with Captain Falcon versus Yoshi. All right. Nice move from Captain Falcon to get us started here. Kingdom Hearts map. We saw this last week too. I guess it's not that uncommon to see this. Kind of confusing with two different experiences going on. I'm so sorry. Well, the Sheriff's going to make an appearance for Captain Falcon. Yoshi's going to have to be very careful here at 100% damage already. Oh, and the spike from Captain Falcon. What a great move. Okay, so the Sheriff actually very effective for Captain Falcon. We might see another 2-stock unless Yoshi can clean up his act and fast. And there's an assist trophy for Captain Falcon. It is Fatal Frame. So this is not great news for Yoshi. Got to be very careful. He could get Falcon punched into oblivion. But Captain Falcon not actually able to get the damage done. Here he's frozen again. Actually going to throw him instead of charging up a smash attack. Interesting play from Captain Falcon there. Yoshi's frozen in the air. The up B from Captain Falcon is going to be enough. That's a 2-stock. That was not even close. Captain Falcon is here to play and win. So Captain Falcon with that win is going to put us where in the leaderboard at the moment? Behind the 8 ball. Going to lose out on the perfect precision streak at the moment. But BP and behind the 8 ball will be tied with 6 votes apiece up at the top. Mike and Jaguar not too far behind. Actually, nobody's too far behind in tonight's tournament. Seems like, honestly, probably a lot of people can still win, and we do have Soul XOXO with the Captain Falcon sponsor, and that's worth noting as well. Soul won 2 weeks ago and won the consolation prize last week. Maybe gonna get a come-from-behind victory with a lower precision score than normal tonight for Soul XOXO. All right, on we go to match number 8, and let's close out the round of 16 for this. We got Isabelle versus King K. Rool. Will King K. Rool join his fellow Bigs in the quarterfinals, or is Isabelle gonna have a bit of an upset here? We got 2 sponsors immediately for Isabelle as well. We got Rowan and User Fifu both backing Isabelle at the moment. Not a villager clone, not a villager clone. Very distinct, different moveset. This Isabelle, at least the Isabelle that we've seen so far in this season, has loved using the fishing rod. Will she use the fishing rod in tonight's match? Probably. How much? We'll find out. Gina Leah with the sponsor of Isabelle as well. So we got 3 Isabelle sponsors. Honestly, great sponsor choice for all 3 of these guys, Rowan, Fifu, and Gina Leah. Isabelle has been a really consistent fighter in past tournaments, but King K. Rool is a tough opponent. As you can see by the chat, slightly tilting in K. Rool's favor, and Gigantic Pingu here to show that the Croc can rock. And for those of you who did not watch or follow Gigantic Pingu from last stream, Gigantic Pingu did stream a little bit of Croc on Friday, which was a great game. So it's no surprise to see him supporting King K. Rool today. You're going down, Penguin Man. All right, we got 16 votes in. Maybe potentially looking for one more. Not sure if you guys have your votes in or not, but give you an opportunity. Croctastic crap load. Croc seemed like a little bit of a nightmare game, I'm not gonna lie. That watching Gigantic Pingu do a playthrough of Croc was a bit unnerving. I didn't really particularly care for the gameplay. But Gigantic Pingu always makes it a good time. Alright, well, we got 16 votes in. Hopefully that's everybody that wants to be in. He does lack the familial comfort of Gex. That is true. The liminal experience of the floating islands made you feel weird. That's a great way to put it. It was unnerving. It was weird. Alright, well, predictions for this match are closed. Who will be moving on? This is a very consequential matchup. There are a lot of points on the leaderboard up for grabs at the moment in this particular matchup. And without further ado, let's take it away. Isabelle versus King K. Rool.
3, 2, 1, go!
All right, this kind of feels like a fitting stage for King K. Rool, I'm not gonna lie. But Isabelle with the fishing rod. Maybe this is Isabelle's stage as much as it is a K. Rool vibe of a stage. And Isabelle has done a lot of the damage at the moment, using the net, using the slingshot, keeping King K. Rool at range. Gonna use the fishing rod to get Takamaru, who is gonna do a lot of damage to King Dedede, or I keep saying King Dedede, King K. Rool, excuse me. The spike not quite enough from Isabelle's net, but King K. Rool can't recover. He can't go through the stage. The gyroid doing so much damage, King K. Rool, what is going on? All right, Pokeball over on the side. Maybe that's what King K. Rool can use to get back into this one. He's about to get Final Smash. Can Isabelle take him out before he gets Final Smash? Oh, the fishing rod! Oh, the fishing rod! What an insane snipe from Isabelle. Gets K. Rool right when he gets Final Smash as well. So he's got to earn it back. And the fishing rod again has Fletchling. Unfortunately, not a great grab Pokemon-wise. Look at this fishing rod spam. Isabelle is going insane. Using the gyroid, King Dedede's got Final Smash again. This will insta-kill at 100%. Isabelle's got Final Smash. K. Rool will use it first. Isabelle's gonna lose the Final Smash on this. That's okay. She's got a lot of room to work with at the moment. Has plenty of time to get it back. We got another assist trophy, another Pokeball down below. Isabelle is gonna use her invulnerability to use a gyroid to take King K. Rool up in the air. And she did so well on this stage. She's back again. Dr. Wright with a huge city. Shout out to Sim City. And Electrode also gonna miss a lot of the damage here. Isabelle at 0%, but K. Rool at 109. Isabelle with the fishing rod again. The fishing rod spam is doing so much work for Isabelle. The turn up doing so much damage for Isabelle. Pyukumuka, will she use this? No, she doesn't even need it. The Pyukumuka will punch on its own. Isabelle now needs to get one more finishing move on K. Rool. She's about to get Final Smash. Will she need the help of Tom Nook and co? Maybe not. Fishing Rod is gonna miss King K. Rool for the time being. There's the assist trophy, and K. Rool's gonna get smacked. Isabelle has Final Smash. Will she use it? Oh, the net. She's going for the spike. She doesn't need the Final Smash. The net, she gets the kill the same way twice in a row. What a hugely dominant performance from Isabelle in that matchup. K. Rool was just unable to touch Isabelle in that. I'm gonna use my big belly, says Gigantic Pingu. Of course, on behalf of King K. Rool, I'm sure that's how King K. Rool sounds. Okay, so Isabelle with that win, a bit of an unexpected one, I will say, but great news for those of you, especially people like Gina Leah, who was sitting down at the bottom for a little bit, now well within striking distance of a tournament win with a sponsor win on the board tonight. Look at the spread of points, though. Only 7 points separate the top 10, which is pretty impressive. Actually, a pretty decent performance all around. People are struggling a little bit with predictions tonight, so it may come down largely to sponsors. But for now, it's BP and Behind the Eight Ball, both 6 of 8, leading the pack with 17 points apiece. But we have a lot more sponsor points available in tonight's match, 9 to be exact. And we'll go on. Go, Isabelle, go! Go, Isabelle, go! All right, it'll be a couple matches before we see Isabelle's second appearance, but for now, we've got our two biggest, heaviest hitting fighters of the night between Donkey Kong and Bowser Sr. We got familiar territory backing the ape. We got Mike backing Bowser. I believe we also got Behind the Eight Ball with that Donkey Kong sponsor. So, going to be a lot of sponsor points in this one, too. We had, obviously, a lot of sponsor points in the last match, but I don't think we're going to see quite as many sponsor points on the board in any subsequent matches, but we will have a decent amount in this one as well. So, get those predictions in. Predict 2 if you think that Donkey Kong is going to win. Predict 3 if you think that Bowser is going to win. All right. We got 13 votes in. There's still a number of votes outstanding, so if you haven't made your prediction, make sure to do so. These kinds of matches in the quarterfinals where there are opposite sponsors are always exciting. It's true. I mean, really, this is going to make or break it for a couple of people here. Will this catapult Mike into the lead, or will this potentially put Behind the Eight Ball in the lead? Will Familiar Territory catch up to first place? There's a lot of A lot of consequence in this one. 14 votes in, potentially looking for a couple more, if you are so interested. Give you guys about 10 more seconds, and then we'll jump right in to our first quarterfinal match. And we're about halfway through the tournament for those of you following along or desperate to get back to what you were doing. But the end here goes pretty quick, in my opinion. All right, 15 votes in. I think we'll call it there. Hopefully people are in that want to be. We're going to close up the predictions and get started with our quarterfinals. Donkey Kong versus Bowser. Man, I don't even know how many times we've seen this particular matchup. We've seen them in the villains matchups. We've seen them just in general in tournaments because both of these fighters make a lot of appearances based on the RNG of the Switch. And tonight is no different. But of course, it's a matchup that comes as a result of winning for both of them, so not totally random on the Switch's part. All right, but so far, Bowser has done literally all of the damage to Donkey Kong, who's finally going to get some slaps in. And Bowser is going to fall on Donkey Kong and do quite a bit of damage and block Donkey Kong's attack. And, oh no, Donkey Kong manages to snipe the assist trophy and gets Crystal. As we're going to leave Delfino Plaza, and Bowser can't recover. What a horrible move by Bowser to go down below. Unfortunately, does not pay off for him, but on the bright side, Donkey Kong sitting at very high percentage HP at the moment. Or I should say high percent damage. And Donkey Kong is going to need to do as much damage as possible before Bowser gets rid of his first stock. Actually, Donkey Kong very close to Final Smash. Bowser will tend to use the Final Smash immediately upon availability, and that swipe from Bowser is going to take out Donkey Kong, but Donkey Kong did not lose Final Smash. As a result, gets the Pokeball. It's the Lati duo! Lati duo and Donkey Kong has Final Smash. The Latis are going to do some damage to Bowser. Is it a lot? Oh, the punch from Donkey Kong! It's not enough to take out Bowser. Bowser survived. The Final Smash ticking down. Bowser going for a kamikaze play. Oh, the spike! Donkey Kong needs to use the Final Smash. Oh no, Bowser has brought this all the way back. Giga Bowser comes out immediately, and he's gonna punch Donkey Kong, who's charging up his own punch, but it doesn't even matter. What a huge comeback from Bowser. Oh my god. Donkey Kong absolutely threw that away, had every opportunity to use the Final Smash, chose not to use it. Guys will see this and say, hell yeah. Where does that leave Mike? At the top of the leaderboard with 21 points. That does not necessarily mean that he'll win, but it does put him in a very good position at the moment with 6 of 9 precision. But, you know, actually looking at it now, like the top, like 3 ranks, so 1 through 5 at the moment, honestly pretty impressive in terms of prediction score. Even Captain Nemo with 7 of 9 looking pretty good at the moment. So it really does look like it may come down to sponsors. But if all the sponsored fighters go out, it could come down to predictions. And that would make things a little bit interesting. All right, so it will be Bowser taking on somebody. And we're going to open up the predictions to find out who that will be. Will it be Sheik? Will it be Greninja? Look at them in the exact same pose. Just mirrored. Very fitting. Our 2 ninjas up against each other. Predict 5 if you think that Sheik is going to win. Predict 8 if you believe that Greninja is going to win. All right, and wow, Greninja, huge favorite of the audience at the moment. Jaguar, of course, with that Greninja sponsor, looking for a back-to-back tournament win. Those of you who never really know who to predict, following Jaguar or BP, or both of them, is not always a bad bet. We see a lot of tournament wins between the 2 of those guys. But, you know, Thermal Pollution, Captain Nemo, and Prince Anime all hoping for a little bit of a Sheik upset, perhaps 3-11. Unfortunately, Sheik not pulling too much support, but there should be a couple of votes outstanding. If you have not yet made your prediction, I sound like a broken record, and I will always continue to sound like a broken record. Make sure to drop those predictions in the chat. I think I will keep Rusty's retirement off the screen until the end of the tournament, and while we look at check if our raid target is still live, we'll play a little bit of Rusty's retirement in the meantime. But I think I'll hold off for the second half of this tournament here. All right, that's 15 votes in. Rusty, I wish I was here. Oh, Rusty, I wish was here, but I understand. Yeah, it happens. It happens. All right. Well, we got 15 votes in. That looks pretty good, in my opinion. We're going to close up the predictions and get started with our second of 4 quarterfinal matches.
3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Go!
Bit of a small map in this one. Probably honestly good for 2 ninjas going up against each other. And so far, Greninja is the one stealing the show. Sheik has finally done a little bit of counter damage here. Okay, Greninja still really, look at these combos from Greninja. Sheik's having a very hard time recovering, but does get an assist trophy, and this is a great one to get. She does get Tiki, so this is going to do quite a lot of damage to Greninja unless he's somehow able to block a lot of this damage. But to start, that first hit is going to be significant. Does block the second hit, but there are a lot of these. He's got to be careful with positioning. Is going to get hit at the end of the third attack as well. Sheik has completely brought this back. Can Greninja recover? He can recover, but the up smash from Sheik going to get it done. So Greninja now on the back foot at the moment. And we got Dedenne, who is going to be very far away from the action at the moment. But Greninja absolutely still has an opportunity to bring this right back. Does spike Sheik, but there's obviously nothing to spike Sheik into, so not quite enough damage to get the KO there. And Sheik, finally, any damage she can do at the moment is really beneficial. Greninja about to get final smash, but really doesn't want to use it right now before getting this kill on 120% damage Sheik, but may have to just to get back into this thing. And actually does not need to, so Greninja will hold on to the final smash for the time being. Gotta wait out Sheik's invulnerability period at the moment. And maybe we'll have an opportunity. Maybe during the stage morph would be a great time for Greninja to use it. It is ticking down. He's gonna use it and he's gonna miss. He is going to miss the final smash, so Greninja is going to have to rely purely on the skill set to get this done. Maybe with some help from items, Sheik's going to hit him into the Pokeball. What's he got? It's going to hit, she gets Ditto, so it's 2 Greninjas versus 1 Sheik. We got 3 ninjas on stage at the moment, and there's an assist trophy, which falls into Sheik's hands, but she can't use it, and this time it's Lin. This could be an instant KO on Sheik. Oh no, Sheik is gone. What an insane sequence of moves from Greninja. Sheik just could not keep up with the Ditto and the Lin. What an amazing performance from Greninja. So Greninja will take on Bowser in the quarterfinals. What a match. That was incredible item utilization there. Not too often that we see the luck go so far in one direction. So Greninja will get that win. That's going to put Mike and Jaguar tied with each other for first place, 23 points apiece, sitting at the top of the leaderboard. BP developer Ronan behind the 8 ball, not far behind. And we still got 5 matches left to go. Okay, let me take a breath for a moment. Okay, well, with that, let's head on. See our other side of the leaderboard here. Never seen Ditto help so much. Yeah, getting the assist trophy really turned the battle. That was it. And now we got Incineroar versus King Dedede. And maybe those of you who did not believe in Incineroar in the round of 16. No, you know what? Fuck you all. Okay, nobody's gonna believe in Incineroar. Okay, finally, we got a couple people that have some faith in Incineroar. Okay, I did say Incineroar was going all the way. Okay, there we go. Now we got some votes. I don't feel quite so slighted by my own community here. Look at that. Okay, now we got the Incineroar. We got the Incineroar. Tarify is here. Did I see that right? Tarify, welcome in. The frame one. Fuck y'all. All right. Well, now it's pretty much tied. We got 15 votes in, and obviously we got a new fighter approaching in Tarify, so we'll wait for a little bit extra time to get your votes in here. This honestly is a very interesting matchup. I really could see it going either way. I'm mostly joking about Incineroar going all the way, or am I? Or am I joking? Who knows? 9-7 in favor of King DDD at the moment. 16 votes in. And that switch from Tarfai. Tarfai going back and forth has made a couple switches here between Incineroar and King DDD. We'll see if that pays off. I think 16 is probably where we're going to sit in terms of the voting count. But in case anybody has not yet made your prediction, I'll give you guys about 10 seconds. Now is the time to do so. Not sure who we're missing at the moment, but that would also be a helpful thing. Maybe Hyperactive BS. Hyperactive BS, if you're there, now's the time to drop your prediction. I gotta add chips for people who have not yet made their predictions so that you can know whether or not your prediction was counted. I don't know how I'm gonna represent that. Maybe I can put it in this bottom right section. Maybe that would be a good use of screen space. I'll have to think about that. All right, well, looks like we're gonna roll forward with it as is. 8-8 split. Who will be going on into the semifinals is the big question. Predictions are closed. Match number 11, here we go. Pingu has been acting a little bit strange tonight. Oh, we got Megalovania playing in the background. As we're on the Wrecking Crew stage. Lots of stage hazard damage in this one, and DDD might be able to take advantage of that. Obviously has the range to actually explode the bombs. Okay, but so far King DDD has done pretty much all the damage. Incineroar is not in a good spot at the moment. Master Ball, which gets Victini. This will be a final smash for King DDD. Already available for him. Okay, so will King DDD even use it, though? I don't think this is going to tick down because it's not from the smash meter, so King DDD can hold on to this for as long as he wants. And we can't even see what's going on. Incineroar's going to get the kill on King DDD somehow while he had Final Smash available. Oh, what a play for Incineroar. He's got a Pokeball which he's waiting to use until the stage morph. He's going to use it now. It's a Alolan Vulpix. This is not a great position for Alolan Vulpix, unfortunately, but we're on another Pokemon stage, so maybe Incineroar feeling a little bit more at home at the moment. And the side B for Incineroar, that's a lot of damage. 145%, he's got the Sheriff. This is not looking good at all for King DDD. This could be a 2-stock in favor of Incineroar. And the final smash, Incineroar is gonna grab King DDD, and he is gonna take him right out of this match with a 2-stock. No final smash. 2 opportunities for King DDD to use it, 0 usages, and Incineroar with an extremely dominant, and as Mike said, very clean performance. Perhaps a little bit of overkill. Can't believe he comboed off that. Incineroar looking like the fighter to back in this one. But I don't believe Incineroar has any sponsors. Nobody listened to me. All right, and with that, Mike is going to be the sole leader in the leaderboard at the moment. 1 point advantage over Jaguar. So it is Mike to catch at the moment, but their fighters, I believe, are going to be going head-to-head in the semifinals, so only one of them will really end up on top anyways, but we still have one more match left to go with a lot of sponsors, mind you, that could potentially still make a play deep here into the leaderboard. Tarfai's on the bottom. Wow. All right, on to match number 12. Our last quarterfinal match between Captain Falcon and Isabelle. Now, Isabelle, unbelievable performance from Isabelle in the round of 16. Can she recreate that here in the quarterfinal? Or will Captain Falcon potentially do what King K. Rool could not? Mr. Ridley, how come you stream when I'm in class? I'm sorry, I should have cleared it with your schedule. Maybe we can get this as like approved leave time. Like you know how a teacher writes a note for a kid that needs a doctor's appointment or something? Maybe I can write you a note and say Tarfai needs to be excused because they need to attend a live streaming event. All right, I don't think that Gina Lee is the only Isabelle sponsor, so if you have not yet made your predictions, make sure to do so now, unless some of the Isabelle sponsors are actually betting on Captain Falcon in this one. That's possible. Okay, Rowan, going to throw in the support for Isabelle. All right, so it is a 8-7 favorite for Isabel, but not by much. And if you have not yet made your prediction, make sure to do so now. Yeah, Tarify, I gotta figure out a way to get it so that people can make their sponsors earlier in the day. The problem is just that I don't want to have it running off my local machine all day long in case like my computer goes offline or something and then people's sponsorships don't count. Like I want it to be fair for everybody. Like I used to have it hosted before. I'm now doing it local so that I can have all this OBS integration. But I would like to get people involved early. I might look to set something up maybe through the Discord where you could potentially sponsor early or something. Not sure. We'll see. No, your phone about to die. Well, it's got to last for 4 more matches, hopefully. Looks like we got everybody in that wants to be. We're going to close up predictions for match number 12. Who will win our last semifinal spot? Will it be Captain Falcon? Or will it be Isabel? Isabel knows a thing or two about houses and even mansions, so maybe this is a good map for her. Already starting out with the nets, the pots, the dodge from Isabel, very impressive. Oh, look at that, the sign. Wow, she is already, she's predicting every move that Captain Falcon's gonna show her. All right, so quite a bit of damage here already to start things out on Captain Falcon on behalf of Isabel. And that's going to be Isaac. We've seen Isaac a lot tonight, but unfortunately not a great map for Isaac to make an appearance on unless Isabel somehow managed to just completely phase through the hand. Okay, not sure how that happened, but she does have good recovery. Can she recover here? She can. Just has to dodge one more time. Going to use the fishing line to recover here with a little bit of a hook. She's going to get pushed again. Can she jump out of it? She can. She should be able to recover here. Uses the balloons, able to recover as Knuckles is going to make an appearance for Captain Falcon. And Isabel maybe starting to lose her lead a little bit. And Knuckles with the uppercut on Isabel is going to finish the job. Not every day that you see that. But Knuckles maybe taking revenge for not having been made a permanent roster member in the first place. And there is Guile, another punchy fighter. Potentially wanting a roster slot of his own. But Isabel's got to make something happen here. It has not looked good for Isabel for the last 30 seconds or so. Oh, the spike from Captain Falcon, not quite enough, but the up B is going to do a bit of damage. Isabel able to recover. Will she use her final smash? Captain Falcon about to get his final smash as well. Isabel's got Rodon. Rodon misses. Well, he does hit. It does do a little bit of damage. The gyroid going to do a lot of damage. Captain Falcon has final smash. Isabel losing her final smash. Use it or lose it. She's going to lose it. Okay, Isabel does not have a final smash available. Captain Falcon does. Good. Going to go for the uppercut, but is going to end up getting taken out by Rodon in the end. And now has to get his final smash back. So there's a small window of opportunity for Isabel, but she's going to get kicked down and kicked up. And Isabel is gone. Okay, so some great comeback plays there from Captain Falcon. Will take on Incineroar. So 2 more punchy fighters going head-to-head in the semis. All right, so Captain Falcon with that win over Isabel, maybe a bit unexpected, if I'm being honest, is going to mean that Mike and Jaguar are tied for first place at the moment. One of them about to be 3 points wealthier after our first semifinal match. But we do still have one Captain Falcon supporter in Soul, so it really looks like it's going to come down to Soul, Jaguar, and Mike to see who is going to end up going home with the prize tonight. And who's really surprised, am I right? I pretty much have all 3 of these guys on my payroll. All right. Match number 13. We got 3 matches to go. 6 more sponsor points on the board. Our first semifinal matchup of the night. Bowser versus Greninja. Now, this is a tough matchup for Greninja. You gotta be honest. Greninja did go through Jigglypuff, which, you know, not the strongest competitor necessarily, and then went through Sheik, who again, maybe not the strongest, but Bowser is a heavy hitter, and I don't know if Greninja has what it takes to withstand this. But I've been proven wrong before, and perhaps I'll be proven wrong again. This might be the end for Frog domination. It might be. But get those votes in. 3 for Bowser, 8 for Greninja. We got 12 votes. Looking for about 15, and then we'll get started. Otherwise, we'll give you about 20 or 30 more seconds. And then we'll give out some prizes. All right, I mean, it's pretty close, about 50-50. Greninja with a slight lead. All right. Hopefully, those of you that want to participate have thrown your votes in. It's been about a minute. So with that, we're going to close up the predictions for match number 13. And let's see if Greninja can do it. Can the money be converted to Rusty's retirement biofuel? I hope so. I'll have to look into a way to do that.
3, 2, 1, go!
All right, so I always love these like new Super Mario Bros. Stages because the art style kind of clashes with Smash, in my opinion. It doesn't really fit at all. Not that like things like Minecraft do, but I don't know. This looks weird to me. All right. Oh, the nice Shadow Sneak from Greninja again, or the counter at least. I guess I don't. I mean, that was an impressive play, and Greninja is doing all the damage. Has to be careful with positioning though. One hit from Bowser could potentially take Greninja out of this. I was just watching a video today about a guy recreating Super Mario World on... oh, Lin is going to take out Greninja! Lin and the Thwomp together! Going to take him out. I was going to say, you guys should check it out. I think his name is Y, like W-Y-E or something. He recreated Super Mario World from scratch in Godot. It was very cool. And Bowser's going to be gone as part of Scissor's combo attack there, so we are all tied up, but Greninja's not in a good spot. Greninja's got to recover. Bowser goes out first! No way! Oh my god, what a horrible misstep from Bowser. Greninja will move on, and wow, Jaguar is one match away from potentially clinching a back-to-back win. Just unfortunate positioning on the stage morph there. Bowser just not able to get into a spot where it matters, and Greninja will be in the finals. Who knew? Okay, so Jaguar in the lead, 4 points ahead, but Soul XOXO does have an opportunity here to potentially catch up to Jaguar, and then it will all come down to the finals. But it all depends on whether or not Incineroar can take down Captain Falcon before Captain Falcon has a chance to worm his way into the finals. So can that happen? That is the question. We got one semifinal match left to go. And that match is Incineroar versus Captain Falcon. Predict 10 for Incineroar, predict 13 for Captain Falcon. Who gets the win between these two fast-moving, fast-punching, fiery fighters? We've seen a lot of, obviously not Echo sets per se, but we've seen a lot of like similar move sets, I would say, tonight. It's been kind of interesting. My condolences, Tarf. I really will not bend the rules even for his kin. It's true. I'm so sorry. I did make it so that I can reopen predictions and reopen sponsorships in theory, at least if it's within a part of the tournament that it actually makes sense to do it, but get those votes in. Got 12. We had about 13 going in the last one. That's 13. So now maybe waiting a little bit to see if we get to the 14, 15 mark. All right, we got 14 in. Tar5 throwing their vote in. Incineroar with a slight favorite here. Soul XOXO hoping against hope that Captain Falcon can potentially catapult them into finals contention here. 14 votes. Can Captain Falcon do it? Ridley is in that Incineroar suit. I might be. I do think that Incineroar is, I mean, I said it at the beginning. I think he had what it takes, and I was mostly joking, but at the same time, I can claim that I wasn't joking because he is in the semifinals, and he's one match away from the finals. Can Incineroar end the hopes and dreams of Soul XOXO, or are we going to see something interesting in the finals? Let's find out, shall we? Predictions for match number 14 are closed. Here's our last semifinal match of the night. One more to go after this. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. Incineroar versus Captain Falcon. We've seen stages play a pretty big role tonight, maybe a bigger role than they normally do. This also feels like a fitting stage for two firefighters. Or fire-based fighters, I should say. All right, Captain Falcon with some nice comeback mechanics here. And Incineroar had a nice start, but it slowed down a little bit. Okay, Captain Falcon actually not a great position. Incineroar's got the assist trophy, and it is Gray Fox, I believe. So Gray Fox and Incineroar gonna combo down against Captain Falcon, gonna send him right out the side of the stage, and Gray Fox, oh, the slam from Incineroar, gonna demolish the entire wall, and Gray Fox looks like he's gonna finish the job, and he will. Captain Falcon almost lost his final smash, but holds on. He's gonna get it in just a second here, could use it and take out Incineroar, even the odds. Go-Go is gonna come out for, I believe that was Incineroar, but Captain Falcon's gonna miss the final smash! Oh, horrible news for Captain Falcon. Captain Falcon is relying entirely on his moveset to close this one out now, and has to overcome an entire stock to do it. 88% has an assist trophy. Okay, we got Starman. This is okay. The side slam from, oh, the stage is gonna prevent Starman from being effective. This is such bad news for Captain Falcon. Incineroar just one hit away from the end. Has final smash available. No, Starman! Starman took out Incineroar, but Captain Falcon cannot recover. So, it looks like Jaguar will be our back-to-back winner, but just to see where we all end up on the leaderboard, Incineroar versus Greninja, a Pokemon matchup to end the night, is gonna be our finals matchup. And obviously there's still opportunities for those of you to get your consolation prize entries in. Well, I actually skipped ahead there. But let's see the leaderboard. We all know where we're at. Jaguar is ahead by 3 points. So it's not really looking like it's gonna be possible for anybody else to catch up. But that's okay. It's all about fun here. We're here for the narratives, for the matchups, and now we got Pokemon versus Pokemon in Greninja, who has a type advantage over Incineroar, and Jaguar is going to close this one out with a Greninja sponsor and prediction. Who will go all the way is the big question, though. Incineroar with a very strong showing in this tournament so far, but Greninja has really, you don't see Greninja make it to the finals very often. We gotta stop Incineroar. Somebody's gotta do it. He's sponsorless. Incineroar is the only one with a chip on his shoulder. And he wants to win. He wants to prove all of you wrong. He may have been the only fighter without a sponsor in tonight's tournament. I'd have to go back and check, but can't believe another rigged Smash tourney. I know, I'm so sorry. I mean, I did tell you guys. You can't tell me that I did not tell you all to sponsor Incineroar at the very beginning. And also, still Connor414 nowhere to be seen, even though I told him who to sponsor at the very beginning. Very curious. What's that about? Greninja versus Incineroar. I don't know if we've ever had a Pokemon versus Pokemon finals matchup in the history of Smash Tourney. I feel like we must have at some point, because the odds of that happening are decent. You know, like 10% of the roster are Pokemon. Connor must be in the Incineroar suit. He might be. He might burst out in like a WWE moment here. Say he's not dead. All right, but we got 12 votes in. I'm not sure. I mean, like I said, pretty much it's over. Jaguars got the $10 win, but there's still $5 on the table. It's not nothing, you know. Get yourself a coffee, get yourself a month of Switch Online, get yourself a small game on Steam. Might I recommend Digzium? Might I recommend Rusty's Retirement? Get Red Lobster for $5. You'd be able to afford a one singular Cheddar Bay biscuit if you're so inclined. Might I recommend Magic Kingdom 2? Actually, it is Magic Research 2, or is it Mage Research 2? What was I playing? Magic Research 2? Magic Research 2, pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Very interesting mechanics. Would recommend that as well. I got in on this Idle Fest for the Steam sale. I was really enjoying the Idle games. All right. well, we got probably all the votes in that are going to be in, and then we'll give away some prizes after this. Let's close up the predictions and see if Greninja can close this one out for Jaguar, or if Incineroar is here to prove everybody wrong. And we got a nice tip here for Roy's moveset. Unfortunately, Roy is not in the game at the moment. It is Greninja versus Incineroar Smash. Sorry to disappoint. Okay, Greninja got to be careful. The stage was moving, but Greninja is able to recover. Good recovery for Greninja. And the side B from Incineroar, we're going to probably see a lot of that. Incineroar going for an edge guard play. Thought he was maybe going to go for the spike. Not able to do it. But Incineroar with a nice couple hits here. There's a Pokeball. Incineroar's got it. And we got Mimikyu. That at 100% will be an insta-kill if it grabs Greninja. And Greninja's got to be careful. Mimikyu looking to snatch him up, but not quite. Greninja playing this positionally pretty well. Just has to be a little bit careful. Here's one more swipe from Mimikyu. He's got Greninja. Incineroar with the side smash. Not enough damage. Can he do a little bit more damage to get him to 200? It is enough, but just barely. So Incineroar goes up one stock over Greninja in the finals. And a side B move. Greninja's got a Pokeball. What's he going to get? It is Blossom. Will Greninja throw Incineroar into Blossom? Try to do a little bit of damage. Come back into this match. Not quite. There's another Pokeball. Incineroar's turn. This time it's Metagross. Okay. Metagross could potentially stun up Greninja, but gonna play very far away. Okay, so Greninja not really too concerned about Metagross at the moment. And, okay, Greninja's making a little bit of a comeback. Assist trophy available. It is Dr. Wily on Dr. Wily's stage. So, a bit of a home field advantage for him. And this is a great assist trophy to get. It lasts a long time, does a lot of damage. But Incineroar's got Final Smash. Will he use it? Does he have a chance to use it? Greninja's got Final Smash. Both Pokemon have their Final Smashes available. Dr. Wily's gonna take Incineroar out before he has a chance to use it. But while it's ticking down, he dies, which means it actually preserves the Smash meter. So Incineroar has a chance to get it again. Greninja, on the other hand, losing the Final Smash, not gonna have an opportunity to use it, so Greninja will not be using Final Smash in this matchup. Can Incineroar get it? Taking a lot of damage to the stage. Greninja has brought this back almost all the way. The toss from Incineroar, not enough. But Greninja is able to recover. Crystal makes an appearance for Incineroar. We've seen a lot of Crystal tonight. And we've got Crystal delivering the final blow. And Incineroar gets a win. All right. Okay. That is fascinating. Incineroar, the only sponsorless fighter of the night, manages to get the win. I told you all from the very, very beginning. Nobody listened to me, but it is Jaguar on top by 2 points over Mike. It was Bowser letting Mike down in the end, even though Mike had a slightly better prediction rate. And BP as well. Look at the Smash CPU server turning out the top 4 tonight. Not too surprising. Always got to watch their predictions, guys. They know this game like the back of their hand. All right. Okay. Well, let's start out by doing this. I think it honestly makes more sense. I gotta rework my application a little bit for this, but I think, oh, I guess we don't actually technically have the ending screen, or do we have the ending screen here? Let's see. I'm gonna send us into the Incineroar celebration because he deserves it. So let's start out with this, and then Incineroar gets the win. Maybe somewhat surprisingly. Very impressive bracket run and pull up this. Jaguar got that win. Did not close out the tournament super strong, but a very strong mid run in this tournament overall, with 9 of 15, I do believe. And did manage to eke out Mike for first place. So that is a back-to-back for Jaguar. Congratulations to Jaguar. That'll be $10. I'll, of course, reach out to you and get you your $10 as I always do every single week. And I agree. Good run for Greninja, all things considered. It is not every day that Greninja can make it to the finals, but he did manage to do it today. Incineroar, unfortunately, just a little bit too strong. So congratulations to Jaguar for that win. All right, we're not done yet giving away prizes, though. Let me head over to the raffle screen. Those of you who haven't been here in a minute, probably the screen looking a little bit new to you. But if you made predictions, you'll see your name represented here that many times, and we will raffle away a winner. The only person that cannot win this is Jaguar. If Jaguar gets drawn, we will re-roll because Jaguar already won the grand prize. So for $5, consolation prize, drum roll please, we've got... Okay, here we go. Who's it gonna be? Who's gonna go home $5 richer? Okay, it's looking like it's thermal pollution! Woo! That's the second time that Thermal's won the consolation prize recently, so there's that Red Lobster $5 gift card that he was looking so forward to. Congratulations, Thermal Pollution, for the consolation prize win. You love to see it. Not a great prediction record, but it's not the record that counts. It's really just the entries that matter, clearly, for Thermal Pollution. So congratulations to Thermal Pollution. And let's see, where do we want to end this screen? Let me head back to the sponsor screen so we can actually see where we were at. And then let me pull up Rusty's retirement for those of you who wanted to participate in a little bit of last minute Rusty activities. Exclamation point join if your person is not showing up on the screen. And then let me pull up our raid target for the night that Dandelion Ghost so kindly recommended. See if they're still live. They may not be because they were streaming for quite a long time, and unfortunately they are no longer live. So we'll have to see if we can catch them. Another time. That's Duck Duck Toby for those of you who would like to drop the ball. Unless people are still talking in their chat. Interesting. They must have just gone offline. Maybe they went off. Oh, they went offline 1 minute ago. Oh, that is so sad. I'm so sorry. I blabbed for too long. Rusty's retirement slowed us down. All right. Well, does anybody... Foof is live. Kufufu. That's a good idea. We should raid Kufufu. Let me do that. Is he playing RuneScape? That's my question. Stray? Oh, I know a couple of you guys out there that are going to want to support a little bit of Stray gameplay. I got it. Don't worry. Let me... I got this spelled right. I believe it's this. All right, so thank you all for sticking around. I'll get the prizes to Jaguar and Thermal Pollution. Congratulations to all. I will be back next Tuesday. Same time, 7 p.m. We'll probably run another classic tournament. Maybe I'll switch it up. Maybe I'll have a new game mode. You never know. We'll try to keep us on our toes. Thank you all for sticking around. Spread the word if you are so kind, obviously. Would love to grow the community a little bit more. Maybe we can start getting some bigger prizes at the same time. And I will catch you guys on Tuesday. Say hi to Kufufu for me. Kufufu. Bye-bye.